I took a trip to Europe for the first time, and I went to Sweden. It was a pretty good trip. Went with my girlfriend. It was really fun. Saw a lot of the countryside. Played a lot of links golf that I've never played before.
It had to have been training kids. Me and a buddy back home have a little business on the side there, and we train kids right from 10 years old right to 30, and that can be really rewarding throughout the summer, and we really like doing it. So that's probably my highlight.
I became a USA Hockey referee. So I did a bunch of men's league games during the summer. Obviously, it's not as busy as during the season, but when August and September came around, I did midget AAA showcases. I did junior hockey on the East Coast. So it was pretty exciting. It was it was interesting being on that side and kind of getting the wrath of the coaches and the fans and the players. And so I definitely have a little more respect for the officials on the ice now.
Interesting. I got engaged, so that was pretty exciting. Had a couple of buddies get married as well, so just weddings and preparation for ours, and bought a house as well, so doing a lot of grown-up things.
Well, I got to head to a wedding. One of my classmates from college got married, Darren Cousins, so headed to Toronto and met up with actually Elgin Reed and Darren Cousins, and had a great time in Canada.
Being in beautiful Colorado in the summertime. This was my first summer away from home, Grand Forks, North Dakota, and being able to stay down here and enjoying just the beautiful scenery and the mountains, and yeah, Colorado is just a great place to be.
But I guess most interesting is I took a new job on at a financial fiduciary firm and in Toledo, and it's a lot of fun. They do a lot of good things.
Well, I drove a NASCAR this summer, which was a pretty amazing experience. I definitely had to change my underwear, but it was a lot of fun. Scariest thing I've ever done in my life, actually. Even more scary than jumping out of a plane.
Maybe having Daryl Lloyd as a teammate this year instead of playing against him, that's pretty funny. He's kind of like the dad on the team, and we're happy to have him.
Coming up here, it was the first time I've ever been in the car for more than 4 hours, and doing it alone, packed full to the rim. I didn't know what was going to happen. I could barely see out the back of my window.
I was eating lunch, put my teeth down, took it out so I could eat, and then next thing I know, I'm kind of just not worried about it. Going about my business. I go back and they're gone. So the last, the conclusion we came to was that one of those dogs was a little hungry or smelled something on those things, and so now I'm just no flipper, just kind of rocking the no teeth for a bit.
One of the first days in camp, guys are getting to know one another, and Dave Leger, our head coach, kind of demoing a drill in the dressing room, and a garbage can was in the room, and that was made reference to one of our younger guys, Casey Thrush. So, Dave kind of gave Casey the nickname Garbage Can here for the rest of the season, I think. So that was a pretty funny moment.
2 days before I was going to leave, one of my buddies, teammate from University of Denver, Quentin Shore, backed into my car. So that was awesome, leaving away a present. But so I got to get an estimate out here and then send them the paycheck. So that's, I guess, kind of funny.
Got a new puppy this summer, so we had her on the road trip, and a couple instances where she's climbing into my lap while I'm driving. So I don't know if that's too funny, but definitely fun times with the pup.
Well, actually, when I went on vacation in Cancun, and old teammate Joel Schwannard, we were just talking back and forth, and he got married a couple weeks after I did, and actually he said, where's your resort? And I said, at Moon Palace here, and he says, your resort's literally right next to mine. Why don't you come over to the wedding? We ended up staying like 2 miles apart, and we had no idea, and both of us got to go over and watch him and Courtney get married, and that was a pretty good experience.
Riding my bike up in the mountains up in California, and I didn't know it was closed off for forest fire season. Turned around, I got Smokey the Bear staring at me with a $180 ticket, so that was nice.